Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? It's Lewis Schaffer here. It's Lewis Schaffer here. Thank you for coming in, everyone. It's Saturday. It's Lewis Schaffer. I'm Lewis Schaffer on Saturday. I hope to be Lewis Schaffer tomorrow. I hope to be Lewis Schaffer the next day too. A little bit of a stain there, and I was Lewis Schaffer yesterday, so that I'm having a run of Lewis Schaffer. This is the 270th day of Lewis Schaffer, and it was a nice day today, relatively. It was a nice day. It was a nice day. I went out walking. I went out picking up rubbish. I arranged to have my passport renewal sent to me, my American passport. I do not have a British passport. Should I get a British passport? Do you think it's too late for me? You think they'll turn on me because I've been so anti whatever? What do you think, producer? Producer,
Huh?
what should I do with the British passport? What do you think I should do? Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, people. Thank you, early people. Thank you to Maltese. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Elite Scott, who's been very, very, very generous supporter of this stream. I do appreciate it tremendously. It's awkward for me to say thank you. I can get you any passport you want, Lewis. I'm a Scouser, says John Van Dam. For the people who don't know, that's a person from Liverpool. Tell the UK government you want asylum from Trump's fascist dictatorships, and they'll give you a passport. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll have to do. I don't believe that though. Always pays to have a choice in the passport department, Lewis. That is always true. Don't worry, Lewis. We'll deport you last. Keith Bexley says, thank you. Thank you, Keith Bexley. Please don't deport me. Please do not deport me. So let's see who else we have in the stream here. So that's who we have in it right now. If you're listening to this stream, we got a lot of people who listen to the stream who just like lurk in the background, which is fine. I mean, I'm a lurker myself, or you might call it a stalker or a peeping Tom. That's a joke. That's a joke, I think. I'm not so sure if it's a joke. But I was told yesterday that I should not wear a t-shirt. I don't look good wearing a t-shirt. So I'm wearing my fancy black shirt. And I don't think I look that, there's something about the light that doesn't look that great. Let me fix this. I think I look all right like this. I am in a not so great mood because the enemies, we hit this, the world is divided into two. I was handed a flyer today by the Green Party of Southwark, and they say exactly what I thought that they would say. They would say we've got to have open borders and free housing for everyone who comes in. So why do you have to provide free housing for them? So when are you going to make a decision on your schedule? Because we want to adjust the Discord for members live chat. Okay. What should I do? I mean, I don't even know. What do you think I should do about that? I hate making a decision like that. I don't think I can do. Don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Rusty Brown is here. Rusty Brown is here. You totally look great in a t-shirt, says Claire. Well, it wasn't you who said this. It was someone else who said this. And I just thought, I don't think t-shirt is professional enough. But then again, this is not really that professional. Paul has quit my radio show. He's quit the radio show. I told him I was sorry, and I asked him to come back, and he said no. He says I'm unprofessional. What did he say? Do you remember what I said? He said, I'm going to tell you what he said. He said, I've got a weird schedule, my lack of professionalism, and my rudeness. I don't know. I think he thinks I'm being rude to him. Speaking of Rusty Brown, I've been on meds that disagree with my constitution. You're British. You do not have a constitution. You're in Malta. Does Malta have a constitution? Stop taking meds. That's what we've got to do. We've got to. I'm so against meds. I mean, I watched that guy, that Mr. Pharmacy guy. I am licensed in 3 states. I'm a licensed pharmacist in 4 states, and he loves meds, all different kinds of meds. He's always taking meds. Some of them are not prescription meds. Most of them are not prescription meds. Yes, those are all the traits we love for you: is unprofessionalism, rudeness, maybe, and I've got a weird schedule. We probably, Ruben, we'll go back to doing the late show. We will go back to doing it. Okay, just the last couple of days, I just haven't been sleeping at all. But maybe I have been sleeping. I mean, that's what I have to do. I've got to get a new Chelvis is such a projectionist. Oh my God, you were doing comedy in America when he was still a virgin. How dare, he's not that young. He's not that young. I don't know why he thinks that I'm rude. Am I rude to him? I was rude to him yesterday. Because I said to him, we have to do a 24-minute show in 30 minutes, which is a joke. How can you do a 24-minute show in 30 minutes? Anyway, a positive gay selection of teas to pre-use of a day, in fact. What does that mean, Scott? A positive gay selection of teas to pre-use of a day. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What are your thoughts on the stereotypes of Americans or people in general distinguishing between Jewish New Yorkers and Italian New Yorkers? You're my favorite Italian New York. They of course they're different. They're different. It's like the difference between Protestant Northern Irish people and Catholic Northern Irish people. The Italian, they're more maternal Catholics than the Irish Catholics, but they're Catholics. Peruse, so sorry. Okay. A positive gay selection of t-shirts to peruse of a day, in fact. What does that mean? What does that mean to peruse of a day, in fact? What do you mean by tea? Like t-shirts? Magnesium and vitamin D are great for sleep quality and stops you waking up. Well, I do take vitamin D and I do take magnesium. Stops you waking up for a wee. As you wee the bed joke, sunbeds give you vitamin D. Yes, they do, and I've gone to a few sunbeds. I believe in sunbeds. I think Team World would lie that they're bad. Well, of course they're going to lie, because healthy living is a Team America, Team Britain way. John Van Dam, you're right. So sorry, Lewis. A fab collection of t-shirts you have and wear well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Scott, for saying that. I mean, I find them all on the street, basically. So I don't know whether you can tell that they're all a bit worn. I don't know if they're worn. MCs have been at the bong again. MCs. Oh, it means MC Scott MC has been, not MCs plural. This MC has been. I'll try better when conveying thoughts to you, Lewis. My bad. Yeah, you're doing a good job, but we gotta We just got to remember that I am like, I'm not sleeping enough. But then again, yesterday, after the show, because I said, I'm not going to do the late show. I went into bed and I slept for 2 hours. And then I went to sleep late, like at 6 in the morning. I can't live like this. I can't live like this. Join Team World. Yes, John, says Claire. Team World lies about everything. But yes, sunbeds are great. They can be great. I don't know. You shouldn't overdo it. You shouldn't overdo it. I mean, there's a big myth about what causes skin cancer. The most important thing with cancer is not to have a high carb diet, basically. I won't stare at goats to gather my data, Rubes. If that's what you're suggesting. What does Ruben say? I won't stare at goats to gather my data. But Ruben likes that. He's laughing at that. Anyway, the point that I'm making is that I do believe in magnesium. I do believe in ghosts. I believe in magnesium. I believe in magnesium. And I believe in vitamin D. I take actual pills. I try to go out in the sun. Summertime is going to be coming. I think the most important thing is focusing your mind on sleep. Do we all have a sleep? Most people, especially as we get older. He's only suggesting I've been on the bong, says Elite, like I did yesterday. And well, I didn't so. Okay. Lewis, I think you should go to the doctor. Insomnia tablets of some kind. Yeah, okay. I do have insomnia tablets, but I don't take it that many. They only give me 14 tablets. Zapathlone. I don't want to take pills. I don't believe in pills. My daily gummy intake are as follows: multivitamins, magnesium, and omega-3. They taste like sweets, and the omega ones look like teddy bears. I don't need zinc, as my multivitamin has them. But why would you want to take are you eating an all-meat diet? Aren't you eating a good diet, Rusty? And the thing about vitamins is, like, one vitamin makes you need another vitamin. Like whatever it is, a calcium means you've got to intake the potassium. Sodium means you've got to intake the whatever. It means you got to take something else. Doctors have rattled my cage, man. Doctors rattled my cage, man. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Or 20 minutes twice a week in natural sun is enough. GP won't tell you this. No, they won't. They won't tell you this. I went there and I was taking magnesium daily, and they said, you shouldn't take magnesium that much. They follow what's in their little guidelines there. The sun cream blocks vitamin D, so I wear Factor F4. That's true. I don't think you should wear any sunscreen at all. Most of it is toxic. The side effect of antidepressant is suicidal thoughts. Yeah, you got to be careful with these drugs. I mean, I'm not advocating drugs, but I'm not advocating taking a drug every single day forever, because they stop working and they make you mental. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? But Scott's going to pipe down. Carry on, says Scott. But if you ever have to take antibiotics, you should also take probiotics, as the probiotics strip your body of the essential biotics that you need, which is why you should never, ever take antibiotics. And I've taken a lifetime of antibiotics. There's something really wrong with that. What is wrong with taking... most people get healthy on their own without taking. And you know what? I'm going to find the Sam Bailey article about antibiotics. I don't think that they work, or that they cure. They do more damage. They rot your teeth. They're killing all the stuff in your body, and you feel horrible. My sleep disruption was 99% more than usual yesterday, and my blood oxygen while sleeping was 3% lower than normal. I think that's normal. I think most people have where did it go? Where did there it is. There's my thing. I'm going to press my thing. This is my blood oxygen and my heart rate. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's my heart rate. Sunscreen was never used in my youth, and our skin was fine. We had super hot summers, so we just tanned. That's true. Paul Yoward is here. Yes, that's true. Black seed oil was found in the Pharaoh's tomb, cures everything apart from death. It's also a medicine. Black seed oil. It's just a natural medicine. Donna Aylesbury, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Donna Aylesbury. Well, it's like, okay, you're more advanced than they are because you're pushing a natural medication, a homeo, whatever it is, medication. But we don't need it. You don't need any of that stuff. I was an idiot and played computer games until 1 a.m. When was this? Is this last night, Maltese Phil? As well as gummies, I drink, this is Rusty Brown, I drink a protein shake for lunch. And controversially, ChatGPT decides what I eat for dinner, tea or dinner. But I make many tweets to do it. What, you put the information into ChatGPT? Have you watched that guy? I'm at 97% oxygen and 52 heartbeats. Can you see that? 50. I'm 50. I'm 49. My heart rate is going down. I'm 48. Oh my God. Is it going to go down? How could it go down when I'm talking? 47, 46. My heart rate actually 44, 43. It actually dropped. 42. It drops. Look at this. It drops while I'm talking. That means that I'm more relaxed when I'm talking than when I'm not talking. Now it went up. There you go. There you go. That's amazing. Actual linen is very good for sheets, but even the finest will debilitate your legs a bit. Well, okay, I missed that. Let me get back on track. You played computer games. I take tablets every day, Lewis. I didn't think I was mental until now. Yeah, I mean, of course you're going to take if they give it to you. I took tablets for 45, whatever it was, years. Blood pressure, not Zapatlone. I took amlodipine and enalapril, April. So I don't trust it now. I don't trust it. And I'm even saying I don't trust polio vaccine. I'm not trusted. I'm against polio vaccine. I'm against chickenpox vaccine. I'm against, what is it called? I'm against, what are we talking about? Antibiotics. I just started a new game, Arma Reforger. Arma, do you know this game? I got bored with GTA. I don't know what that is. It's going down to 0. Isn't that amazing? To be 42 beats a minute. That's so like nothing. That's so nothing. Donna, that's really interesting. I never knew that. What were you saying, Donna? You can also buy organic mattresses. The flame-retarding chemicals are highly toxic, hence spikes in so-called cot deaths. I'm not sure about that, but I am probably sure that those mattresses could be toxic. There's so much stuff going around. You are right about that, Donna Aylesbury. That there is, and I like my pillows are plastic pillows, and I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with my pillows. I wanted to get linen sheets, but they're so expensive. Yes. Yeah, me too. Well, I stick with the cotton sheets. Avocado Man comes in here and he says, same bums on broads. You're the same bum and broad. That's why we love you. Or I love you. Hi, Claire. Claire with an eye in here. Where's Claire without an eye? Where's she been? If you're listening to this, come in and just say hello just for a second so I can know that you're here. You're in fine company here, Claire. Okay. No vaccines whatsoever. Says, yeah, well, I'm with you, Donna. No vaccines for anything ever. Anything ever. Anything ever. Your lips look a tech blue. Maybe it's just the lighting. I think it could be the lighting. I don't know. Is this, if I move this here? I'm like losing my lips. This is what happens when you get older. Can you see? I used to have big fat lips. Well, they weren't big and fat, but they were lips. And now I don't. I want you. What I'm saying to you, I see you, is I want you to love me, even if I've lost all my looks. But you don't have to. Pro and prebiotics are a good experiment with your gut fauna. But remember that a probiotic is it filled with germs or whatever it is with bacteria. And is it all the bacteria? There are billions and billions and billions of bacteria. And you know what? You don't need a lot of bacteria in your stomach if you don't eat rubbish food. It's now 50. Now it's 54, 55. I brought a memory foam mattress, but the chemical smell never went away, says Paul Yoward. I gave it to my sister. She never even said thanks. No, because she knows you're giving her a toxic mess. And this is family. This is family. Ach, ITTAETTAETTA. Rusty Brown. I don't know what that means. Ask Katie Price for some of hers. What is some of her what? Love Egyptian cotton sheets. Yeah. Yeah. Probiotic is shit, literally. It could be, yes. Where is it coming from? And what makes that stuff good? What makes a probiotic good? Your body you shouldn't test your body. And I believe that. Do you believe that, Donna? You shouldn't try. Mom is here. Beautiful, beautiful mom. Mom is here. She is here. Hi, Mom. Hope you have a good Mothering Sunday. Is Mothering Sunday? Is Mother's Day tomorrow? Producer. 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 He's not even.
What? Can you stop talking to me?
Is tomorrow Mother's Day?
I don't know. Probably yes.
Are you going to see your mother?
Probably. Leave me alone.
Okay. Is it wrong that I'm interested and he's going to see his mother? The man I am making reference to had a mustache, was born in Berlin. Rusty Brown. Who is that? Speech is converted into English via AI. As much as I condemn, I have to admire his passion. I should mention once again that he was a nutter. Okay, I don't know what we're talking about, but he wasn't born in Berlin. He moved to Berlin. He wasn't born in Berlin. Yes, probiotic is bacteria. It is good for you. People take fecal transplant directly. Probiotics are from a thin people with good digestion. Like Dr. Yakult. Why would you have fecal transplant? There's enough schmutz lying around. Look, I picked up this pen. I put it in my mouth. I licked it. There's germs everywhere. You let your loaf of bread sit there, and there's all sorts of stuff in the air. The algorithm is awful. It never lets me say what I mean. Yeah, they don't, whatever. We're lucky they're giving this to us for free. That's all I have to say. It's called Mothering Sunday in the UK and has to do with returning to the mother church, and only coincidentally would they see their mother. Is that true? Is that true? I don't believe you. I mean, I believe that you're not lying, but is that really true? That's a good question. Is it really, really true? Don't pick up the pen, says Elixir. I see you, said to Paulie, it's correct. Is that what Mothering Sunday means? Let's all check this out. Not that I don't believe you, Paul. You're one of the smartest people I know, and I have met you personally, so I think you are one of the smartest people that I know. But you can be wrong. People believe in a lot of stuff. Okay, that's interesting. Their mother church is for servants and apprentices to visit their home church. That's where they came from. Required people return to their home church. Because they were basically taken away by the rich people of this country, which is why this country is the way it is. Very interesting. Thank you very much, Paul Yoward. A round of applause for Paul Yoward. A round of applause for I see you saying that's true. I appreciate that. My mom used to say, we already have Kids Day. It's called Christmas. Yeah. And you want to know something? As someone who's actually lived with a mother, every day is Mother's Day. Yes, one fact Leo has used from me several is that people have been shown to pick up through sitting on public transport, get transplants of bacteria in backside. Can you put some punctuation in that and write it like it's a regular sentence? I believe in respecting your fellow humans. I do too. I think we should, even the ones we don't agree with. The guy came in with it. We should go over this thing with the Green Party, bunch of anti-Semites. What does the Green Party believe in? They're in La La Land. They want to be stronger than the Labor Party. So can you rewrite that sentence? Well, yes, period. One fact Leo has used from me is that people, cheers. Yes, I fact-checked the Mother's Church thing. Okay, that's all you had to say. I believe in respecting your fellow humans. Donna says this. Hang on, how can the Green Party be anti-Semitic when their leader is Jewish? Because you could be Jewish and hate Jews. And that's what a lot of these anti-Semitic parties do, because they're so concerned about seeming anti-Semitic. Look at Zelensky and the Ukrainians, and I am of Ukrainian ancestry. I believe in respecting all races as long as they are in their own country. Yeah, well, what does a race mean? What does it mean to be a race? Are all English people alike? Are all English people one race? What does it mean to be a race? I was called a racist the other day. I should sue. I should write a letter and tell her I'm going to sue her for slander. Claire with an I says, I believe in respecting our fellow humans too, but not all of them at all. The pedos, the aurists, the killers, whatever. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to love everybody. I agree with that, Claire, basically. But a lot of times you can be wrong about those things. Basically, from public transport seat, you could pick up a transplant of bacteria from other passengers in the ass. No, you can't. You can maybe, but mostly unless you're sitting in a wet patch of poo. Paul Yoward. Look at half the English people. They literally hate the English. Yes, and they're English too. Keith Bexley. So that's the point about the Jew. The point is that Hyman Ross, whatever the guy's name is, Hyman Goldberg over here, he thinks he's going to get away with it. When they come from the river to the sea, what are they going to be doing? Are they going to say, "Oh, you took our side, we'll be nice to you"? What are your thoughts of Cadbury renaming their Easter eggs chocolate eggs? At the risk of sounding woke, I agree with them, as everyone should eat them, not just Christians, says Rusty Brown. You could come up with something else. You could come up with chocolate eggs, and you could come up with Christmas eggs. I'm pretty sure, as a Jew, that Jews would eat Christmas eggs. Hi all, Mothering Sunday, a great day history, a great history. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Joe is here. Middle Ages domestic servants returning to their mother church, picking flowers and giving them to their moms. I know you just said that, but hey, X I think means a kiss. I'm going to take a kiss from you, Joe. Yes, that's what, I mean, yeah, mothering, the mother church. I always think the mother church is their home little church. I guess maybe the home church was feeling a bit abandoned with all those people going off to work for the rich folks. Zelensky, Azov Battalion. Yeah, racist is a very overused word nowadays. It is. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. People, they don't hate. And even if you do hate someone for the color of their skin, that's your own business. Cheers, Joe. Lewis is quite the skeptic. I am. I am. I called Paul. I didn't call you a liar, but you could say, Lewis, did you just call me a liar? No, I said I needed proof, additional proof, because I hadn't heard that. But the fact that I haven't heard it, Paul Yoward, makes it very interesting. Best answer to a family fortunes ever was, question, a name of a dangerous race. And the guy said the Arabs. Yeah, well, they are dangerous to us, aren't they? They are dangerous to us. You and Paul and Joe, yeah. I hate people who say they are quirky people. Who said they're a quirky person? The Chinese for testicles translate as mini eggs. Well, don't we call testicles balls? They're not balls. You got to call them something. Vanguard data shows that Americans are pulling funds out of their 401k retirement funds at a record rate. Why is that, Avocado Man? I disagree, RB. That's Rusty. I disagree, Rusty. Look at how Christian holidays are celebrated. That's because everything about Britain culture is Christian, just no one realizes it. The Church of England is a prime example of our British institution. That's true. Every other country has their religion, except this country has to have everybody's religion. That's not right. That's not right. What if a person is quirky but doesn't say that they are? I mean, everybody's quirky. But a lot of people go along with stuff. I don't go along with stuff. That's what makes me the best person here. Then they are eccentric and they don't know it. I see you, says to Claire. Now, Rusty, speaking to Mom, says, racist is so watered down that whenever I get called out as racist, I refer to them as legit racist. Yeah. Well, you know what? I know the right answer because I've been called racist for many years. My family, we were called racist, but we were so good to our black slaves. We treated them with respect, and they loved picking the cotton on our plantation. Family fortune was expecting like Formula One. Yeah, that's right. Formula One. And the fact that it was on the air, that just shows they didn't shut down the entire program and have the guy arrested. I follow Dave Ramsey for money advice. So what does he mean by this? Cost of living and massive credit card debt. Yeah. I think Donald Trump is trying to do too much, possibly. That's how I see it. You were welcome, and I was dragged up with religion and took Sunday school when Aunt was an angel and not 23 and living with his dad. I am now cynical. Yeah. The fact is it's just a team. Are we team Christians or are we team being taken over? Quirky. Quirky, some think, derives from an oak, as in an acorn, and is between two stools because the acorn looks like a very small penis. Okay, can you rewrite that too? F1M, then horse racing. Yeah, those are dangerous races. But what do they call it? What do they call the race where they're jumping over the hurdles? I don't blame them. Keeping the cash safe for when we are in a full New World Order. Yeah, they want to hold on to the cash. Grand now, and we're basically being told how how bad a person Donald Trump is. Very bad. Grand National came to my mind. Yeah, that's the race I was thinking about. That's the race that I was thinking about. Well, Paul, yeah, quirky because it comes from like, what's the word for oak? Well, I wanted to congratulate the Greeks for closing down the mosques and deporting Islamists. Yeah. I mean, it's difficult because as a Jew, we were like kicked out of 109 countries, I've been told multiple times. You know, I mean, I think if people don't want to have us here, they can kick us out. Just don't kill us and pay us for the stuff that we own. I don't blame them. I don't blame them for taking the money out of the bank, keeping them. Well, you know what's also happening? People are buying Bitcoin, they're buying gold. Those prices are going up. So it could, like I'm constantly being told this is a sign, it's a sign. It may not be a sign. Like what Trump said about asking other countries to come and defend the Straits of Hormuz. And it could be a real Quercus, right? Yeah, thank you, Paul. Sorry, Paul. I meant religion was big in my family, says Joe. So I know this stuff, and I am now quite lapsed, but I am open minded still. There are benefits to religion. I mean, I don't feel it because it's not my religion. But it's like Donald Trump said to ask the world to bring their ships. And the ones who will bring their ships will be loved by Donald Trump. And the ones that don't, he will say, well, you don't care about opening it. You didn't send any of your troops there. Number two. Or he'll say, you know what? Germany, Italy, whatever, you don't even have troops. Speaking of Sunday school, wait, okay. Keith Bexley, good to see you, Keith. The West started in Greece, and so much came from there. Yes, I want to go to Greece in the summertime. Speaking of Sunday school, I was forced to go to it. When I was 12, I met a girl, and she was pretty and smart and funny, Rusty says. And she really liked me. After my mandatory 1 month was up, I quit. What happened to the girl? She is now married with kids, sadly not with me. I wish I'd continued going to Sunday school. Yeah. Well, are we similar? We're very similar, but we're also different. And all the groups are different. English people are different than Irish. English people are different than French, or Spanish, because we come from. What do they say? They say that geology creates destiny, or something like that. Cool, Joe. I was raised a nihilist. I like Nile Rodgers from that band, but went to church because of the Scouts and the youth club. I used to imagine changing the church into a house with a glass floor. I visited such a church in York, a church with a glass floor. What is that? What is the benefit of that, Paul? Keith, Claire's speaking to Keith. Greek people are lovely. My daughter's aunt is Greek. Her family are amazing. They celebrate everything in a big way. Yeah, unfortunately, there's too much TV going on now, or internet, or YouTube, that people don't celebrate stuff anymore. They don't need to. They don't need to. Oh, to look, is that a joke, Ruben? Glass floors? Is that true? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Yeah, I see you. Says I had some crazy times in Greece. Yeah, it's like cheap. It was cheap. I don't know. Is it still cheap now? I can't imagine it being cheap. The York Church was converted into offices, like my design for the house was repurposed, Paul Yoward says. I guess at the time I was not concentrating on the service. The York Church was converted into offices, and like my design for the house, your punctuation's not right. Get some punctuation, Paul Yoward, please. I tried to get my girlfriend interested in using a glass top coffee table. She wasn't keen. She wasn't keen. Yeah. Most have badgers, but a few are Brazilian, says Ruben. I don't know what we're talking about there. Okay, I read a study. This is what Rusty says. That said the reason music all sounds the same now is due to the labels no longer controlling the narrative. I read a study that said the reason music all sounds the same now, is that due to the labels, no longer controlling the narrative. As back in the day, maybe parenthetically, you had to sound like everyone else to get signed. That back in the day, I may have missed you saying already. How is your tooth? Feels a bit firmer in there. I've got an appointment on the 24th. It does. It's not as jumping around as it was, but it may not be healed. I don't know whether it's going to take to be healed. The sun is just hitting the chimneys across the chimney tops across my street. Red brick chimneys is a wonderful thing. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, not quite red here. I'm kind of like up on a hill here, looking up over the hill. They've been around a long time, but Saliva on YouTube. Let me listen to that. Let me listen to that. Whitkirk Church is a very high church, although the Church of England was more Catholic than many Catholic churches. Fully smells and bells. Is that what makes a Catholic church? I had to go to church, says Joe, until age 18 before I left home. Hooray. And would be on an automatic pilot throughout the service. And slightly hungover. But you went to church. You went to church. Everybody, let's go sign in. So let's go press the like button. Let's go see what this says. Saliva. It's a rock band. Claire says to Joe, "You're still an angel. She is an angel. I grew up in a Christian church that didn't even allow an organ. Only singing was allowed. They didn't, yeah, only singing. But like a lot of places, don't even allow singing. I was brought up Catholic, evil religion. Can be, I guess. People love it, though. They love it. If you're not Catholic, it can be considered an evil religion. If you are Catholic, it's your religion. I went to the most remote church in England. It's in Somerset, but I can't remember its name. It's up on a hill up there. That was my upbringing, Anglo-Catholic high church. Bells and smells, Paul. Like has been pressed already. Okay, I don't know who has pressed it or not. But I do appreciate you pressing it. Have you pressed it, Paul, Rusty, Claire, Joe, Elite? Have you pressed it? Basically, in the 80s, if you sounded like Michael Jackson or Bon Jovi, you got signed. In the late 90s, it was the Spice Girls and Backstreet Boys. Where now, you could sound Okay. Alita's already pressed. Let's make sure we all press. What?
You literally fell asleep in your chair.
I did.
What's wrong with you?
I'm tired. I tell you, I'm not getting.
Then don't stream if you're this tired that you're literally.
Because I'm going to pick up the pace.
No, you're not. You're literally falling asleep in your chair.
I'm not. I am going to pick up the pace.
Ridiculous. It's unhealthy. It's bad.
I'm picking up the pace. I sold a painting called Little Gidding, based on a T.S. Eliot poem, and donated half the proceeds to the church. Little Gidding on Cambridgeshire of £1,000. You sold it for £1,000. What does that mean? I reckon John Sebastian Vettenor is here. Make sure you sign in, everybody. John Sebastian Bach was onto something back in the day with his music. Yeah. Or the whole Bach family. There were like 5 or 6 of them, weren't there? I've liked the stream, Lewis. Thank you, Claire. Well, we had the Reformation centuries ago, and we don't need the church as they aren't necessarily doing it right. You could say that. You could say that. Well, they don't seem like they know what they're doing right now, do they? I'm not sure that they do. Let me listen to this. Oh, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a Nickelback saliva. It's Nickelback. Who suggested saliva? Well, that's brilliant. That's very generous of you. There you go. Rusty wants to perform at a church organ. You must be able to rent a church organ somewhere. Nickelback is cool, says Maltese Phil. Saliva. I'm looking at Always. It's got 37 million views for sounding like Nickelback. Your Disease, 20 million views. Where's Saliva from? Nickelback is what the audience say when the band starts. Give me my Nickelback. Is that what it means? Paul Yoward. Saliva, what song? And now I'm listening to Your Disease. It's heavy metal. I was referring to my typing sort of keyboard. Bless you, Rusty. This is what Scott says. Maltese Phil likes heavy metal. I don't like heavy metal. I don't know. I don't like heavy metal. It's kind of like a low-class punk music. And it came on in the 1980s when I was out of the music business. I'm a metalhead. Heard of them. I don't know who Metalhead is. Is that a band? We squatted in a church in Leeds one summer and the organ still worked. My mate Tom could play Toccata and Fugue by Bach. It was amazing. It was amazing. And the organ still worked. Or maybe have a holiday to rest. Could be interesting to see how the show is after not being on. Maybe I should do that. I should take I should take 3 or 4 days and go off somewhere. Who wants a visitor for a couple of days? Make sure you're not married. Speaking of pianos, Elton John personally purchased upright pianos with his own money and has them installed at train stations and airports. Apparently, one of them recently sold for £100,000. Even Bjork was too dark for Lewis. No, that's not true. I can like dark music. Thank you, Army of M. We Dort Takata. Excuse the spelling. Paul Yoward. I've seen Metallica, Motorhead, Whitesnake, and Ramones, and the Distillers and more. The Ramones are not a heavy metal band. They are not. They're too bright and bouncy, whatever. I mean, I love the Ramones. I don't even know what they are. I'd invite you here, Lewis, but you wouldn't like my council. I live in a council flat. I live in a council flat. Let's invite Lewis. Send me a message on Twitter. Send me a message on Twitter. James Hetfield is a legend. Yes, I mean a lot of them are normal guys. A lot of them are good guys. Yeah, the Ramones are kind of pop, absolutely amazing. They're pop and punk, and they're originators. They came up with something. They originated something. A lot of these punk bands. The fact that I heard Nickelback in that song, and I'm not a big Nickelback listener, and it sounded like that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. A mate of mine said heavy metal is just punk with long hair. I argued against him, but had to admit he was right. Yeah, that's basically, there's a lot of truth to that. It's punk without the ideology. You know, it's punk and pop is metal. I mean, did you meet Weeder Takata having a major story about my memory? Me too. This is me too. Bjork, isn't that one of the B's in ABBA? One of the best ABBA hits is a song called So Long. So Long, So Long, the blonde lady lifts up her leg on the piano in the video. Let's look at it here. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to play the music. ABBA, So Long. Hold on. Can you see this? Is this the one we were talking about? Oh, look what they're wearing. Look what they're wearing. The girls are wearing the jumpers, and these girls are wearing the frilly stuff. Are you heading off to the SHOP?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is in Hamburg.
Should I buy you a Red Bull?
A Red Bull. Yeah, maybe. I'm trying. You know what happened? Because I was concerned about the coffee that I've had. So I said, I'm not going to have any. I'm not going to have a coffee before the show.
That's not it.
It's not it. What do you think? I'm old?
Yeah.
My son.
You're old. You don't sleep enough.
And I don't
When
sleep.
you drink coffee, you still fall asleep in your chair.
Right. So it isn't the coffee
You're
then.
falling asleep, by the way, like while you're talking to people, and there are bright lights in your face, and you're like, that's insane. Like it's like medical.
You know what? It isn't that way. It isn't that way because it's like
It is.
I'm in my little space here. Do you know this song? I don't even know the lyrics to the song. Oh, look at how pretty these girls are. They're very pretty. Okay. No. With a mini dress in the leg, so it's not this video. Lewis is so comfortable with the audience he could fall asleep. Yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe that's what I feel.
You go for 1 minute. Please, everyone, like the video.
Yeah.
And you fall asleep. That's like the level of entertainment.
Do you think maybe I've got sleep apnea or something?
You have a problem?
I don't think I sleep enough because I want to watch YouTube videos late at night. You know, I didn't enjoy listening to ABBA when I was younger, but I love the music now. Mom, I'm the same way. ABBA's amazing. Lewis is so comfortable with the audience, he can fall asleep. That's what That's what Army of M says. I mean, can you live without me? It's not about me. Can you live without this stream for a couple of days? I feel bad.
It's not stream.
What is it?
It's that you're not sleeping enough.
No, not me. I'm talking about the audience here. They're not even an audience. There's no show going on. It's a stream. You've been up watching naughty videos. No, I wasn't. And I was thinking about it. No, I was thinking about it. Elite Elixir loves ABBA dearly, and so does Vestanor. A sleep routine is essential when your mind won't rest. Yes, I need a sleep routine. I need to have a sleep routine. I need to have a sleep routine. Maybe my son says I should become as fixated on sleep as I am with my food. Wait, the exact video is called ABBA So Long, Made in Sweden. Okay. I'm copying it. And then let's go over here. Oh, look at what these girls are wearing. Oh my God. This is why people didn't like them. But I could tell you, honey, your tricks ain't going to get you that far. But they say, but the money's got that magic touch, but not to me. It doesn't mean that much. You won't have me tonight, all right? All right, all right. Because she's saying, just because you're rich, you can't do me. So long, see you, honey. You can't buy me with your money. Tracy, Daisy, they may be crazy, but I'll never be your girl. So long, see you, honey. You can't buy me with your money. I'm going to listen to the song. Are we all listening to it at home? And look, he's playing the piano. It's not plugged in. The guitar is not plugged in. You didn't have to send me flowers like you did today. Yeah, they like a bad man. Aber. Okay, so long. Oh, I see. I see. Very good. Very, very good. Blazing Stars is here. Stephen Fry is right about ABBA. They are better than they needed to be. The music is sophisticated. They were enormous talents. Well, what does he know about music? Stephen Fry. But I'll never be your girl. You can't buy me with your money. Mom says she loved the movie Mamma Mia. People loved ABBA. This is when they were happy. That's when they were happy. When was this song made? I will say that that is not one of my favorite ABBA songs. That song. It's nice that they're running around kind of half naked, but that's about it. Yeah, people like well they were the age for ABBA. When did ABBA come out? 1975. You know, so that's like 50 years ago. So let's say we were 10 back then. That makes us 60. Let's say we were 20. That makes us 70. Let's say we were 25. That makes us 75. I think ABBA did every combination with each other. Did they I don't think that they did. Did they do that? I think the women got unhappy with the thing. They got unhappy. And then they got a divorce. Were they married to each other? You know? I don't think they were allowed to have sex with each other. Did they have sex with each other? I don't think they were allowed to do that. ABBA wore clothes to write off against tax. The clothes were impossible to wear as streetwear, and so could be claimed as workwear. Tax in Sweden at the time was mental. Yeah, maybe they wrote it off, but it's still a business expense. Did they wear that stuff on the street? I don't think that they did. Or maybe they wanted to move. Maybe they wanted to move. Electric Six. What about Electric Six? I never heard of the band Electric Six. Obviously, people don't even know the band Electric Six. I was not up all night with naughty videos. Let's see what it says. Electric Six. It's a rock band. $9.2 million views. I never heard of this, but who's heard of Electric Six? Yeah, like Fleetwood Mac. 1974, Waterloo. Dance Con Man. Danger. Gay Bar. Drag Danger. High Voltage. Gay Bar. I'm listening to Gay Bar right now. Let's see what it says. You're welcome. I'll never forget watching it on the black and white pub telly. Schubert Death and the Maiden. Now that's real. At primary school, we had a disco, and Waterloo was one of the few discs we had. Well, Gay Bar, it's a good tune. Danger. High voltage. Where do these people come from? I'm going to have to Google where do they come from. I'm looking for where they came from. I think they're still around. Detroit, Michigan. They're playing in Gloucester and Southampton on June 17th. In Frome on June 20th. They're going to a Newstead in Australia. Electric Six. 1996. They're not that old. They are known for combining elements of rock, disco, garage rock, metal, new wave, and punk rock. They had a big hit in 2003 called Danger High Voltage. Let's see what Danger High Voltage sounds like, because Lucy likes that. Danger High Voltage. They came out of Detroit. Danger High Voltage sounds like David Bowie. Look, he's kissing the girl. Fire in the Disco. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. There's the thing. We could buy tickets from £24. £24 to see them in Gloucester, the UK. That's right up the road. Or Southampton. That's right down the road. Or Frome. That's in between the cheese and the grain. Visit the site. Dice prices include fees. What does that mean? Fees extra, or are they included in this? I've never heard of them. Thank you very much for that. Lucy is here. I don't know. What's it about, Claire? Why would he be dead? What are we talking about here? Calliope is here. Hello, one and all, especially to you, Lewis Doll. Thank you, Calliope, for calling me a doll. I appreciate that. Speaking of high voltage song, the quote, unquote, lady vocals screaming high voltage are by Jack White, who's the genius behind Seven Nation Army and the White Stripes. I guess maybe they all knew each other or something. That's possible. That is cheaper than many tribute bands, £24. I guess so, yeah. And you get to see all your friends. We must find out. I don't know. What's it all about? What is it about? What happened there? I missed something here. But both of the ladies got married to both of the men. Both of the couples got divorced, but the band's breakup was due to musical differences and wanting to raise their kids. Yeah, maybe that's right. They didn't want to go on the road. And at the end of the day, it's more important than being a rock star, honestly. Columbia Mills. That's another band. Blazing Star says. Calliope is here. She says Detroit is the right word. Gay Bar is a good song too. Yes, in the Gay Bar. What is the song we're listening to? Columbia Mills. I'm listening to Columbia Bills. Is Netanyahu dead? Don't get carried away. This is the thing. I'm getting carried away. Is Netanyahu dead? I'm checking to see if he's dead. Okay. The claim that a major attack occurred on Netanyahu's home, potentially killing him due to collapsing debris with Israel. This appears to be an unsubstantiated rumor on X. There's no may have been killed due to collapsing debris. Possible. I don't know. What do you know? Do you know this? Why do I have to find this out? That's interesting. Oh, interesting. The Mills, Columbus Mills. Oh, it's an Irish band. I mean, the problem with this kind of music is Columbus Mills. It sounds like it's not even of a particular time. It's just so. I dreamt I was an unsuccessful Lewis Schaffer. Oh my God, you don't want to. That's a nightmare. That's a really bad thing. That is a really really bad thing. Anyway, so yeah. So what did we say? Are we discussing whether is it true about Netanyahu that he's dead? Who knows the truth about this? Who knows the truth? Who knows the truth? He might be killed. He might be killed. Who's the next guy to take over? Who is the next guy? Are they gonna stop bombing? You know? I don't know. Trump is always truthful. Could be. Could be truthful. Truth. Don't even look for it on social media. Could be help me first. Is the person good or bad? Please, as for me, that's VIP. Is what is that? Is that a song? Is that a song? Columbia Mills. Sorry, Columbia Mills. When are they from? Let's find out when they're from. Let's see when they're from. Is a building based in Dublin's Quays, a mecca for illegal rave scene and bringing people together. Okay. Let's see what Wikipedia says, even though I don't like Wikipedia. The Mills, they changed their name. Oh, no, no. That's Columbian Mills. Is that the same band? Okay. Anyway. Even the founder of Wiki don't like Wiki. Well, who is that? Who's the founder of Wiki? What's that guy's name? He didn't own it. He wanted to own it more. Grokopedia. Maybe that's where I should check it from. Grokopedia. I don't think there is a band called Columbia Mills. The Mills is a Colombian band, but there is a band Columbia, which is in Colombia. Alternative band formed in 2007, renowned for blending. It could be this. Is this the same thing? Um, they don't know. They don't know what the right answer is. Okay. So everybody, let's get back on track. This has not been the best. Too much dead air. Sorry. I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm sorry, Lucy. This has been not the best show, or maybe it's the best show. I'm really happy that you're here. I'm really happy you're here, Lucy and Paul and Blazing Stars, and I see you. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Let me thank the people here. Elias is 24. Avocado Man is 23. Alex is 22. Ron Smith is 21. Richard Phillips is 20. That beautiful Donna Aylesbury is 19. Nonstick Nick is 18. Calliope is 17. Keith Morthan is 16. Army of M is 15. Vestanor is 14. Lucy Van Pelt is 13. John Van Dam is 12. Blazing Stars is 11. Joe Warrior Princess is 10. Mum is 9, and Maltese Phil is 8, and Keith Bexley and Ruben. 5 is Alita Elixir. 4 is Rusty Brown. I See You is 3. Claire is 2, and number 1, congratulations, Paul Yoward. Everybody, if you can you write down the number that you think we got? I'm going to go over here. You can't see it, but I'm going to go over here. 27. Okay. Sorry. Don't say I'm going to the analytics. I know you can't tell me these things, Kermit. You can't tell me these things. Who is the person who said it? Who said it? Bronski Beat. I used to love them too. That's another one of those bands. So Calliope, Nonstick Nick, I guess Nonstick Nick is the winner because you came out first. Congratulations, Nonstick Nick, for 27. For 27 views. Hold on a second. All right. Thank you very, very much, everyone. What we'll do is we'll see you tonight at 10:30. We'll see you tonight at 10:30. It's a Saturday night. What else am I doing? Okay? I'll see you tonight at 10:30, everybody. If I haven't mentioned you a name, Chartel, thank you. Keith Morthan, thank you. Thank you, Chartel. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, everybody who's been here. I'm sorry it wasn't that. I'm sorry I lost a little bit of energy somewhere there. I'm sorry. I apologize. I am, like my friend said, I'm weird. I'm not professional. Let's just, whatever it is, even if Netanyahu is dead, even if he's been killed, the fact is, this is what happens when you go to war. You think it's going to be that easy. It's not going to be that easy. You know? And anyway, Richard Phillips, thank you very much. Thank you. Blazing Star, Nonstick Nick, who's the winner of the first prize. Okay. Thank you very much. Do headliners? Well, there is no headliners anymore. There is no headliners. I love you, and I'm going to see you tonight at 10:30. I promise you I will be more focused than I was for this show. I thought I had the energy, but I didn't have the energy. But I will have the energy later on in the show. Anything else? Anybody want to say anything to me? I love you. Iran is not Palestine. No, it's not. It's not. But you know what I mean? They're not going to come out of this unscathed. No one is. There's always going to be some scathing going on. There's always going to be scathing. Okay, well, I'll see you later, everybody. Paul, we'll see you tonight at 10:30. Tonight at 10:30. Thank you, Nonstick Nick. We love you. I love you. I love you. I love you people for being here for me. You've made my life. Love, peace, and bananas, says Paul. So I will see you